Well, this is Robin's second day of retraining with us. He had a few days off out in the field after Matt rode him, and then I decided I wanted to spin on him. Actually, I was quite shocked. I could not get him to go, as you can see from the video. And his ears are pricked. He is literally just not letting me ride him at the moment. And before anybody starts, there is absolutely nothing physically wrong with the horse. And I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that see their horses doing these type of things that Robin is doing with us when they first have them and they start trying to ride them. Now, basically, it's just because Robin has absolutely no idea what we are trying to ask him to do. So everything is very mixed signals to him. At this stage, the most important thing for me is to try and just get him to drop that head a little bit. And as you can see, I'm cantering because actually it's easier for me to canter than it is for me to trot. As long as he's going forward, that's the main thing at the moment. Walking, he was literally crawling around like a snail. Trotting, his head was up, and I just didn't have the legs or the strength to get him to move. He's a big horse. So as you can see through the videos, I'm just playing with him a little bit. Yeah, he's had a couple of little smacks with the stick, but believe me, he doesn't feel that at all. So I've quickly realised that actually kicking and slapping Robin, I'm not getting very far. So what I'm doing is I've just started rubbing my hand up and down his neck a little bit to see if I can encourage him a little bit more to stretch that neck down that way. He's not taking hold of the bit in any way, shape or form, so I've got no chance of trying to get him to pull me along. So you aren't going to change their way of going very quickly. What you've got to do is adapt to them and figure out how they want to be ridden. Now, for Robin, it was obvious that me kicking and slapping, it was getting us absolutely nowhere. Just seeing if I can encourage him in another way. I'm rubbing him up the neck along the pole and just putting a bit of pressure down there. It seems to be working. You can see there, he's just starting to really stretch out quite nicely. And as soon as the head drops and the neck extends a little bit more forward and down, he moves so much better, and you can just see he's really starting to relax and just taking the stretch, which is perfect. This is what we want. And you want to get to this stage quite quickly with your racehorses, because otherwise you can end up in a bit of a situation. You can actually end up tightening their muscles and causing them more issues, just because they're so uptight all the time and they don't understand. So it's a bit like yourself when you tense up, your muscles tense up and you can pull things and damage things. And it's exactly the same with retraining your racehorse. So what you want is to achieve this way of going quite quickly. So looking forward to seeing what the next session brings.